On you, Bill. Mojego signa. He will pay.
Наше оружие у вас?
Я еще не закончил обедать, ублюдки. Вы рано.
Нам нужно оружие сейчас!
Еще минуту назад я собирался поделиться. My sandwich says to speak in English. You have lousy accents. You German?
Finish.
Then you should have let me finish my lunch. Clean up this mess. Hold those two. I have plans for them. Get the money out of the car. And get me another sandwich. Да. Да, Максим, скоро буду.
Садись.
Я пришел, как только смог.
Don't speak until I tell you. We're going to speak in English, because you're going to need it where you're going. You know my son was murdered.
Yeah, my sympathies.
I told you not to speak. Now listen, and listen carefully. For 4 years it's gnawed at me. Every night. Dmitri was ripped from me, and those that did it sleep peacefully. No longer. I'm going to send you to where he was killed. Your mission is simple. Avenge his death. The man that shot my son, I want destroyed, splayed out, and butchered like the fucking pig he is. And treat his family in a similar way. Anyone that helps or gets in the way, remove. You won't be alone. I'll send 2 people to help. They're very good. They were FSB. They were in London with the nerve gas. I would have done it different. Times change. The woman, Lada, is nuts. Keep your eyes on her. Her partner, Pavel? To be simple, dumb, but loyal. That's all you need. Get it done quickly, and you'll be rewarded.
I will do as you wish.
And if you don't succeed, don't come back. Now get out.
So here we are. Come down to this. I'm going to tell you a story. It's short, but it's gonna mean life or death to you. Many, many years ago, the Romans held contests, which involved what we now call gladiators. The staged events were called munus, and they were originally meant to honor the dead. You see where we are going with this? They pitted slave against slave to the death. It was a sloppy affair, brutal killings, but it was fucking good entertainment. And that brings us to today, right now. You're going to battle it out until one of you bleeds out. You don't get swords, you get big fucking knives. This isn't the Colosseum in Rome, but it'll do. Now get to it. was pretty fucking good. Unfortunately, we don't take prisoners.
Celebrating your first month on the job. Feeling pretty good?
I'm feeling damn good. We took down that Ostrowski guy last week.
You mean the dairy farmer with the expired license plate?
Big bust, big bust. Moving on. How have your headaches been lately?
Come and go. Today's good.
Mom sure knew how to deal with them the best.
She made everything better. Almost 2 years to the day now. I miss her a ton.
Me too. But I think she's always watching over us, keeping tabs. Knowing the two of us, she'd better. What's on the agenda today?
I think Annie has an update on that drug bust. And we get a visit from my old friend, Thomas. Met him in Croatia when he was just a kid. Way before Afghanistan.
He was a translator for you while you were peacekeeping. Moved to Canada a few years ago. You mentioned he was stopping in. Where's he at now?
2 counties over, doing what he was meant to do. Policing.
Law enforcement needs guys like him.
You got that right. I'll drop you off at the station and meet up for the briefing later. I have another stop.
Glad you can make the session, Colt. You've canceled a couple times now.
I know, Roberta. No excuses. I've been putting it off.
Because?
This digging deeper shit, I'm not good at it.
But you've told me that you feel that your health is suffering.
I usually go for weeks feeling pretty good. Then there's always something.
And you lost Susan too, so that doesn't help.
I guess I'm kind of always expecting the worst to happen. And usually it does.
You have to give yourself some credit here. Your past history in the military, the recent violent encounter that you had with the Russian mafia, these are all traumatic episodes. What I'd like to do today is recall some of that and see if we can't isolate 1 or 2 of the triggers that set you off. Tell me about the specifics of the battle outside of Kandahar.
Our orders came down. We deployed too quickly. My platoon was outnumbered. Pure and simple, we got trapped.
C6! Top of the hill! Now! One section! Move up! Move up! Get that soldier out of here!
Soldier, you're gonna be okay. I'm gonna put a tourniquet on you.
Reel back!
We lost 5 good men that day. 5!
We've talked about guilt and how that also ties in with your wife and her death.
Yeah, everything's connected, and I know.
So, how's your relationship with your son?
That I can say is good. Solid.
Okay, let's talk about that for a while.
So everyone has their notes and the priorities for this week? If you have highway duty, check in with admin on particulars. As some of you may know, we have a new drug problem in the area, so we decided to partner up with Brazos County. It's a new initiative, but I think a good strategy. We also have a direct link to the head of their task force, Thomas Zelinsky. He and I go back a long way, and that's an advantage. Again, refer to your notes on some key names. Some of you might remember David Alejandro, drug lord. He was murdered a few years back, but it looks like some of his relatives may be taking over the mantle. I'll be talking to Thomas later today, so we'll have more details over the next few days on where we're headed. Last small item, as we seem to get our fair share of yahoos and looky lukes in the area, we found a stolen vehicle parked on one of the back roads. Now, it was jacked in the city and abandoned here, but we know the guy who took it. He's a small town crook with a lengthy rap sheet. Nothing violent, just a history of petty crime dating back to the Stone Age. He's the mad trapper reborn. Elusive and always on the run, he enjoys it, but he may be armed, so don't let your guard down with this guy. He's also a bit of a celebrity in the most wanted circles, so let's get this shithead and cancel his 5 minutes of fame. This week's safety rep is Annie Needham. If you have any beefs, check in with her. Stay safe. Officers, I have some more details on that accident from last week.
Well, it looks like you're my partner this week, rookie.
And you've never been luckier. Just like you won the lottery.
Yeah, that's exactly how I'm feeling. Bert, I sent you my breakdowns of last week's property crime. Did you finish the report?
Yes, I did, and no, I didn't. I just have to dot the T's and cross the I's, and it'll be done.
What you are really good at is the B's and the S's.
Roasted. I, on the other hand, got you my traffic safety stuff 2 days ago.
Yes, you did, and no, you didn't. It was full of writing errors.
That's because I'm a cop, not a writer.
Nerd. I'm gonna get lunch, and those reports will be done.
Thomas Zelinsky, it's been a while. Out of private consulting and into the public service where you belong.
Yeah, the chair fits pretty well. You've been good, my old friend?
Still a work in progress, Thomas. Better to look good than feel good, right?
Anything I can do to help?
You can bring me up to speed on this new task force we have going. That's a start.
4 guys on our side dedicated to investigation, surveillance, and real-time tracking. Your detachment matches manpower.
We can make that work. I know everybody here wants to be a part of this.
Good. We meet once a week, Tuesdays. My guys are eager to work with you.
Me?
Colt, you're an extraordinary police officer. Probably the best at what you do. I hope your guys appreciate it.
Thomas, I don't need pats on the back or medals. You know me. My detachment has my back.
All right, then. Let's get started. We may have another fly in the ointment, though.
How so?
We may have another connection to all of this as well.
Meaning?
More bad guys to deal with, and more distribution lines.
In Croatia and Afghanistan, all over again.
Yeah, similar scenario. I'll see you in a week, and we can break this down for you.
Got the call. One of our road units spotted our asshole on the lam. He's camped out by the river.
Well, let's go get this guy.
But not so fast. There's a reason why this guy hasn't been caught yet. He's slick and slippery.
Yeah, and dangerous. I almost forgot about that for a second. This is not going to be an easy arrest.
We'll go in quick and quiet. We flank him, cover any exits. Good?
Good.
Hey, shithead, get your hands where I can see them. I will shoot you without hesitation.
Get your fucking hand off that.
That's what my mother used to say. This is my bug-out bag.
Get him up!
Oh, you're giving me gas. You're about to set something off.
He didn't get through me or you. He's only got one of the route.
The river. Fuck.
Hey, Bert, take the truck and see if you can follow him on the highway. I'm gonna take the boat and see if I can catch him.
Roger that. Do you know how to drive that thing?
Can't be too hard. I'll figure it out.
Hey, that fucking guy just stole my boat!
Yeah, I'm gonna take this one.
What the?
Don't worry. I'll bring it back. Bert, I'm headed in. Meet me at Hutchinson's Point.
Clearly he knows this river. Did you get a shot at him?
No, I don't think he's armed. Plus, if I miss, I mean, who knows what I'll hit. It's just too risky. He can't be on the run forever. We'll get him.
So we've had our introductions. You've all been selected to take part in this shared task force, and we have a great mix of experience. But remember, it's going to be long hours, so make sure your families know what's going on. The network we're following is organized, and they have a rhythm and criminal workflow that's highly effective. Thomas, do you want to weigh in here?
Thanks, Colt. Here's what we know. David Alejandro was handling the bulk of the street work, importing and distribution several years ago. Now, he and a number of his associates were killed by a rival group of Russian competitors. My friend Colt here and his force took care of the Russian competitors, which leads us up to today. Alejandro's close relative, Miguel, decided that the time is right to resume business. He's up and running and has a decent line on his drug trade graph. Communication, transportation, and whereabouts of high-ranking guys is kept secret. It seems like he's always one step ahead of us, which means what we have going on here has to stay in Drayton. No outside discussions. Am I clear? Good. Now each one of you will have a partner. One of our guys to join one of Colt's. This way, communication goes both ways, but stays internal. That's it for today.
I'm Richie Hanson. We're buddying up.
Phil Kent. You any relation to Colt?
My dad. You might say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Kid, I got 20 years in. I've had a lot of wind blown my direction.
My testosterone's a day behind me. I'm that jacked.
I guess we're about to find out. Now, here are my notes. I'm gonna go out of town for a day or two. Let's get together then.
I'm on it.
I think the team looks good.
There's one thing I didn't mention.
Yeah?
We may have a mole. Information is leaking out. I mean, our raids are turning up nothing.
How can I help?
Have your guys' eyes and ears peeled to anything of point. To bring it to you, you bring it to me. All right?
Understood. Yeah, it's Colt. I have some new information. Let's meet in the same secure spot again, okay?
Yeah, meeting just wrapped. I'll make my way to you tomorrow.
See? Okay. Things may have to quieten down for a couple of weeks. That's okay. We have some pescado más grande para fry. Beautiful new country. Time to destroy it.
Same nightmares? Afghanistan?
No. Different this time. It's the Russian episode.
Give yourself some leeway here, Colt. That was an absolutely horrific event.
I've seen worse overseas.
Seen worse? Granted. But this time the injury was inflicted on you. That's a very deep wound that's healed physically, but...
I know. But it's been hard to shake.
You feel the pain from the Russian bear? Shh. Go to sleep.
That was a life or death experience. The violence of that act has stayed with you. Combine that with the Afghanistan tour of duty.
A walking fucking mess.
Actually, quite the opposite. You've managed to continue policing, being a great dad to Richie.
If I'm not laughing, I'm crying.
None of us are perfect, Colt. You need to be proud of who you are. Give yourself some credit for a lot of things. Do you want me to prescribe the same medication again for the headaches?
Yeah, that would help.
What a moment for international diplomacy. Welcome, my brothers.
The only reason we're here, hombre, is to collect what owed us for many years ago.
That was another time. A mistake was made. It will be corrected.
Look, you can't bring back my cousin, which means we're in for serious compensation for both producto and some cash.
Well, we're his Russian bear hounds.
От вас одни кости останутся.
Easy. This is a friendly meeting. We have an offer for you to consider. And yes, it will benefit you in both drugs and dollars.
Okay, you got my attention.
Who is this?
I'm Frank, Miguel's business partner. I represent the eastern part of Canada, a sizable interest. Our pipeline's out of Montreal. You heard of it?
Why the animosity? We have a lot to bring to the table. And here's a gesture of our goodwill. This is for you, Miguel. Call it payback if you will. You can share with our new friend. Up to you.
You still owe us some producto.
We'll get to that. Have another problem.
What's that?
We need to take care of a cancerous piece of shit.
That won't be an issue.
He's a public figure of sorts.
We can't touch that.
We'll do the heavy lifting. Don't worry.
This guy had it coming for years. Couldn't kill him from the other part of the world. We're here now. We're gonna do the job and exit. Clean and quiet.
Why do you need us then?
Many hands make lighter work. And I believe our new agreements will open up networks and profits like never before.
Frank, you go with this shit?
As long as we see our cut.
Good. Let's meet in a week, and I will have a firm plan in place.
This for real?
Never trust those fucking Russians.
You're going to put faith in these guys?
Of course not. As soon as they turn their backs, we're gonna grab back our cash. We're gonna steal their stockpiles. Weapons, drugs, and then we kill them.
Kill them. Yeah, that's make fucking sense.
So we missed our guy. He must be slippery, because I've seen Annie in action. She's not fooled.
This guy's been on the run through several districts, but this is his hometown, so he's here now, and we'll nab him.
Well, you're in charge. Richie and I diverted on this drug case for a few weeks.
Phil, guys, this is my new partner, Phil Kent. This is Colt Hanson.
Colt.
Annie Needham.
Hey, Annie.
And Bert Roach.
Nice to meet you.
Bert.
Annie, lunch?
Yeah, Bert, let's go.
Heard a lot about you, Colt. You got a good group here.
The best. Richie's the newest to the team, but he'll give you everything you need to help with the investigation. Where are you guys at?
Well, things have softened recently. It's quiet. I'm here to give Richie some files on key players. That's it.
I had a couple ideas on an approach, too. Talk to you later.
See you.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll do my best to lead in other directions. I'm on my way.
I've been told you're 2 months behind in your payments to Miguel. And looking at the note we hold on your property, it appears, yes, this is true. What are you going to do about it?
It's just some untimely bills. I'm good for it.
Hey, don't bullshit us. You need to stay out of that casino.
It's just a streak of bad cards. Look, let me change the subject to something good. I've got a new source of funds.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, lots of funds.
I don't want to have this information. Frank, let's make sure we have funds in my office by this Friday. Miguel, let's go.
You heard the man. Get the money you owe Miguel. He's got a card game for you. It's gonna change your luck. And before I forget, I need the dates on the next bust. And Phil, don't fuck this up.
Everything good?
All good.
He's got some info on this Russian guy up in town for a private and high-level poker game. These guys will eat him up alive. And will own his house. Because we already own him.
Let's meet again. New information on my end.
Hey, Colt. Yeah, we're just up by Range Road 44, just out of town.
Whoa! Where's the fire?
They just spotted our guy foraging near the dump.
Caught with my pants down.
Bert, drop this guy if he moves an inch.
Roger that. Oh, well, if it isn't Mr. Bloated Ankles and Miss Possum Poo. You've seen this trick. This is an improvised explosive device. You've got 10 seconds before I turn this whole place into a fucking crater!
Oh, great. How did you know about my ankles?
Jesus, Bert, let's go.
Annie!
Bert!
Oh, he's good. He's good.
Son of a bitch did it again.
look at this fucker. Comes into my house to lose his money. Who are you, Sukin Sin? Ah, Miguel sent you.
Yeah. Maybe you should watch your mouth. I'm a cop.
Well, now we're definitely taking his money.
Oh, yeah? Well, I just won the South Point Silks $100 Hold'em tournament.
And I won the Russian Spank the Whistle contest. 5 years running.
Yeah, whatever. Maybe I can help you out with some of the shit you got going on, or maybe I can just leave right now.
Relax, man. We're just busting your chops. Sit down. Play some cards. Let's be friends. We love cops. На здоровье.
You look like you lost your best friend.
You heard we didn't get this guy? Again?
Annie, sometimes we need to be patient. You're going to nail him. Rules have changed so much now. Public protection comes first. You can't just go shooting him in the leg.
And that's exactly what I want to do. What are we doing wrong here, Colt? What tactics aren't we using to pin this guy down?
This guy, he knows the backwoods. Thankfully, he isn't dangerous that we know of. No history, anyway.
You know, it's almost like he's mocking us.
When you get another chance at him, and you will, take Richie with you. Richie knows this area pretty well. Plus, we're taking a break on this other thing we have going on with Thomas's officers, so he can give you an extra pair of hands to lock this prick down. He and I are going to a hockey game tonight, so I'll talk to him about it.
Thanks.
Father and Pavel, you owe me money. Might have to kill a couple of extra guys to make up for that. Relax, Phil. We only do that to people that owe us a shitload of money. Oh, looky here. You owe me a shitload of money. Now we'll have to talk about that. Game's over.
My luck's usually better.
Somehow I doubt that.
You're in for 20 grand. Big cop like you, that's pocket money.
I can turn him upside down and we can shake his pockets loose.
Phil's our new friend. And you know what we do to friends that owe us money? They give us favors. Lots and lots of favors.
So where are you with your partner? Phil, right?
We're good. He's a vet. Many miles in the tires.
Did you get a good read on him?
He isn't a big talker. He's divorced. So I think the job is mostly the thing. He may know more about the case than he's telling me. I am a rookie, so there may be a little distrust there.
Yeah, the old-timers generally like to see action without the meetings and the paperwork. I don't think there's a case there yet, so he probably knows a little more than you do. Which leads me to my suggestion that we pull you back from that right now.
Dad, jeez, we're just up and running.
I'm sure I like the direction of this. Thomas is a man I trust completely, but there's a wrench in this somewhere.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of misinformation at who we're looking at. Paperwork's taken too long. We had a location. That was a red herring. want you to link up with Annie and Bert and this guy they've been chasing for a number of weeks. Will you do that for me? We'll get you back on this other thing as soon as we're more solid with the collar.
All right.
Victor, you got the cup in your lap. Good. So now the time to step up the action. I'm going to text you a number of locations. You go in, you take the drugs. You can exercise your muscles. Comprende? Ciao. Bueno.
Good.
Salud, amigo.
Don't you fucking move! Remember us?
Is that all for the shipment? We better get our fucking cut, man.
Yeah, my man says the street price is at an all-time high.
Fucking high. Who the fuck are you guys?
We're not your friends.
Well, if you're gonna kill me, you better fucking kill me good.
What she said.
Get the money and the dope. Another good day at the office.
Christ, you guys, do you have to do that so openly?
What, in front of you?
Yeah, in front of me.
Phil, this is the least of your worries. I have my Russian bear so far up your ass, I can feel the back of your throat.
Yeah, that's far, man.
And you missed a payment to us. With compound interest, I'm gonna be inside you for a while. Or do you want Lada and Pavel to take our share and rip you a new one right now?
Я вырежу твое сердце и скормлю его собакам.
No, I don't want that.
Then let's get down to favor number one that you owe me.
Yeah?
The cop, Hanson.
Okay.
You're gonna start following him. I want details on all his comings and goings. All day and all night. And his kid.
Well, that won't be hard, but what for? When do I sleep?
You don't. You can sleep in your fucking truck for all I care. And anything you do for me, I don't explain. You do it, and I take some interest off your debt.
And step up the information on the next bust. We aren't getting enough out of you in this so-called investigation.
Hey, it's quiet. The task force is asleep right now.
Well, someone's gonna have to wake the fuck up. And that's you. I don't have any issues in blowing your balls off and leaving you in the field for all the birds or whatever else is there to pick apart your carcass. We own you, Phil. And that means daily info. Comprende? Yeah, now get the fuck out of here.
You're having dinner with Phil now. You guys getting tight?
Case is going nowhere. I think the more each unit shares with the other, the better off we'll be in getting leads and arrests.
Listen, between you and me, there's a leak. Just keep things close to the vest for the moment.
But Phil, he's got 20 years in.
I'm meeting with Thomas today. We'll know more after. And here he is.
My ears are burned. You guys talking nice about me? Good to see you, young fella.
You too.
Staying out of trouble, I hope?
Always looking for some. Hoping you guys can figure out a plan so we can seek and destroy some shit.
We're working on it. Let me talk to your dad, and hopefully we can get this plan of ours back on the rails.
As you can tell, my guys are getting a little antsy. This is a different beast we're dealing with here, isn't it?
The pieces are moving day to day, Colt. Plus, we're getting bad info.
How does that happen?
I think I mentioned before, we suspect an outflow of intel.
So the gangs are staying one step ahead of us.
They're able to move product, distribution, guns, and their people just before we're set up for the bust. That's why we can't mobilize your guys or mine.
Well, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, some more bad news.
Yeah?
Your Russians are back.
How do you know this?
I have some close friends with the security agency. They told me to warn you. A small group flew in a few weeks ago. Maxim Sokolov's guys. Those guys are dangerous.
Do you know where they are exactly?
They landed on a private strip a few hours from here.
Do you think they're here for me?
Oh, I know it. But it also muddies the water with the Colombians. I mean, if they converge...
Let's not go there. How do we find the Russians?
You remember what happened last time. They vanished into the forest. So if they don't want to be found...
But we did find them.
Colt, are you all right?
My concern is for Richie. I'm trying to balance the job and protect him at the same time.
No, I understand that. But how are you doing?
It hasn't been a banner couple of years, Thomas.
Well, you're talking it through with Dr. Zitlao, right?
Yeah, but it's a struggle. Remember when we used to be invincible?
Well, that was never true. I mean, we dodge bullets for real. But we're alive because we're good at what we do. And we protect others because of it.
More and more bad guys, though.
Just keep talking. Zitlao is good. And everyone else has your back. Especially me.
Просвистела и упала на столе, чуть поела, да скатилась по зале убитых песен. Да мне нечего терять, мир так тесен, дай-ка, брат, тебя обнять. Да.
Suka, I told you to do the job and get back here. I also told you if you didn't get the job done, you wouldn't have anywhere to fucking come back to.
Everything will be done as you ordered. We have the drugs flowing again. I thought that was a priority.
I want Hanson's head on a plate. I know what you're doing every second of the day. You're shuffling cards and drinking vodka. That's why I'm flying out next week and we're doing things my way. We're going to send a message loud and clear.
We will do what you ask.
We go for the son first. We take him, and Hanson will come begging for his life on his knees.
Okay, Victor, I'm on my way.
This is it, Phil. All your chips are in. You do this, and all your debt will be repaid. The note on your house goes back to you. We will even set you up with some slash money so that you can retire.
Yeah, go hunting. Or whatever the fuck you Canadians do when your time's up.
100%.
We want the kid.
What kid?
Hanson's son.
What?
You are going to lure him in for us.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. And you will. Or you'll be eating caviar with the Tsar.
Just don't think about it. Brain's too small anyways.
All you have to do is set the wheels in motion, then back off. Get your life back. Now get out. I have a lot of shit to do.
Вали уже.
You gonna give that asshole his life back?
Fuck no.
Let's scare him up and throw his bones to the dogs.
While we are on the subject of killing, we need more ammo. Go into town and load up.
What are those Bart suckers up to? Doesn't fit.
Here's that file you wanted on Mr. Weeks.
Thanks, Nicole. Okay, Tempo Weeks. Let's find out a little bit more about you.
What are you gonna eat?
Using your time wisely, I see.
Actually, Bert was just running an angle on your runaway.
Using food as a trap.
Crack detectives, you two. But I actually did dig up some background on our Temple Weeks. Some interesting stuff.
Let's hear it.
Well, firstly, he's pretty low end in terms of crime.
How so?
Well, he has a history of stealing cars, but most likely to get from point A to point B. And wait for it, food theft.
My kind of guy. So basically, we're wasting our time hunting down somebody that pillages fast food joints.
Actually, he burglars high-end restaurants. And here's where it gets intriguing. He's ex-military. I mean, he probably served with Colt in Afghanistan.
That explains why he's so elusive. Probably has major PTSD to boot.
Yeah, but that doesn't excuse the car theft. I mean, he's done it over 20 times.
So basically, this guy needs his own set of wheels and an introduction to the food bank.
We still gotta pick him up. I just got some new coordinates of where he might be, so we're gonna head out in an hour to pick this guy up.
Okay, I've marked them. I'll pursue and give you the GPS coordinates.
Hey Richie, it's Annie. We're going in as one unit. Pull over.
Okay, got it.
Richie, head to the backwoods. Cut him off if he decides to hightail it south. Bert and I will approach him head on.
You sure we can corral him?
This time? Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, slow down, Temple. We just want to talk to you.
You should have called my secretary.
We don't have her number.
That's no problem. 1-800, fuck you. Anyway, I'm booked solid for a long time.
Is that what you want me to tell your daughter? That's right. I found her. I also know you haven't seen her in a few years.
That's impossible. The ex took off with her years ago. I tried to locate him. And believe me, I'm good at tracking.
We know. We also know that you're part of the reconstruction team outside of Kabul. You were military.
That was a million years ago. When I got back, it seemed like a million years had passed.
Well, it hasn't. And your daughter wants to talk to you.
Don't dung fork me, brickbat!
What the hell's this guy to the 1890s?
Stay there, Richie. We want Temple to come with us. But only if he wants to.
Why? So you can get every doctor from here to eternity to prick my boils and pry my eyes open and put pictures of Mom in front of me so you can send me to Oedipus Anonymous?
Well, no. Maybe we could just get somebody to talk to you. Like my captain, Colt Hanson. He was in Afghanistan too.
I know of him.
Then you know that you can trust him. And you can see your daughter.
I can see her?
Yes?
You better not be lying to me, or I'll break out of any cell you put me in and you'll never hear from me again. I'm thinking that would be a big embarrassment for you and your detachment.
Yes and yes. I assure you, we will treat you with dignity, and I will get your daughter in to see you as soon as that can be arranged.
I have your word?
You have my word.
Then take me to your dungeon.
Let's not do that this time, Bert. Let's just get him in the truck. We'll sort out the details when we get back to HQ.
Stench coming off of that guy.
They're leaving. I'll send you the coordinates now.
Richie, I'll drop you back off at your truck. We'll meet you at the station.
What do we got here? How's it going, guys?
Not great.
Engine trouble?
It's something like that. Do you want to take a look at it?
Yeah, I can do that, no worries.
Thank you.
No problem.
Get him off the way.
Open the door.
I got it.
So you got him finally. Really, really good work.
We did the necessary background check. Once we told him we could reconnect him with his daughter, he came without an issue.
You'll do that? You'll reconnect him though?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got some issues, Colt. He's an ex-veteran. It would be great if you could talk with him.
You have him downstairs?
Holdings LA.
Okay. Busy day. I'll go see him later tonight. Hey, have you guys seen Richie? We were supposed to meet up for coffee.
He was following us. You know him. He gets sidetracked.
You awake, kid? Good. Time to get down to business. You don't know who we are, right? In Russia, we call it Kashmarny Son, the night hag. You call it a fucking nightmare. I prefer we had your father in this seat, but you're a start. These are my good friends, Vlada and Pavel. They are going to give you some special attention. That's a good one. And it gives me an even better idea. Pavel, hold his hand down. Oh, that. Vlada is our middle finger knife specialist. And since you're such a wise guy with the middle finger, I'm gonna let her use this knife to really fuck you. Present for your father.
Colt, we just found Richie's truck just on Secondary Road 110, just east of town. Key was the ignition. It was lit up like he had just pulled somebody over.
Well, that doesn't make any sense at all. You think maybe he pursued someone into the bush?
We can't rule out that possibility, I guess. I've got everyone out there looking for him.
Thanks. I'm sure there's an explanation.
We'll find him.
Famous Mr. Weeks. I'm Colt.
I know you. We operated in the same shit show near Cabell many, many years ago.
Seems like a lifetime now.
It doesn't go away.
No, it doesn't. You were a sergeant.
Yeah, I was.
So you got your hands dirty.
I can't get them clean even now. I scrub and I scrub.
My therapist tells me I have a tendency that leads towards self-destructive behavior.
You're a cop. Doesn't that go with the job?
No. The point is to stay alive. You and I, we're alike. And before you get defensive, hear me out. We're similar. We've both lost shit. We keep reliving the past over and over again in our minds. But here's the good part. We both have kids. Kids that care for us. Kids that make us want to put one foot in front of the other in the morning.
You probably get to see your kid. I haven't seen mine in years.
Annie, one of our officers whom we've met several times before, she's bringing your daughter here.
And then what? She sees me as this bushman crook. We have our 5-minute visit and then she disappears to her life. And I rot in here.
Not necessarily the case. I've been in touch with Veteran Affairs. And your crimes are all small. No damages to the vehicles you took. No property disruption with the break-and-enters. Temple, you need to talk to someone. My therapist is helping me with hand movement. That way, when an episode comes on, I focus on that so the trauma is less disruptive. It's a technique that's helping me.
Yeah, helping you.
Listen, your service speaks for itself. But you need a break right now, and I'm that break. I think we can get you the help you need. Definitely a reduced sentence, down to nothing. Your daughter is arriving later today, and she's eager to see you. I believe that's the right path to making a difference. You've got to make the choice, though.
You call this shit coffee, Colt? Give me a pen and paper, will you?
What for?
An address for a location.
A location?
A place where a bunch of guys don't fit the scene. Bring guns.
Any word on Richie?
None.
This came for you. No return address.
Richie's.
Shit. How do you know?
That's his high school ring. Need to think this through.
Mark, let's give him a minute.
This is Colt?
I've been waiting a long time for this call.
So get to it.
Some people think consequences for their actions can go on forever, unanswered or unpunished.
Never believed in that.
That's good to hear, because I have a story that relates to that.
Don't have time for stories. Get to your point.
I like that. Get to the point. In Russia, we have unmitigated tensions, longing and loss. I am one of those people. I had a son and he was taken from me. Now, I have another son, and he is mine to take.
You do that, you won't be safe no matter where you hide.
I am not heartless. I will let you speak to your son.
Hey, Dad.
Are you okay?
Felt better, to be honest. Not gonna be able to play the trumpet.
Now you have a decision to make. A big one. I will spare your son, but I want you.
You tell me where you're at, and I'll be there.
Slow down, Sheriff. I haven't even taken my socks off. I will message you tomorrow with instructions. Don't bring your cowboy posse. Just you.
The Russians have Richie.
Oh my god. We need to get him back now.
I'm on board. Let's go.
Let's have my initial shock wear off for a bit. I can't take anyone with me.
Why?
It seems that Dimitri's father is in town and he wants my head, not Richie's.
Colt, they've already sent you a pretty strong message. They took a part of his body.
I totally agree with Annie.
All right, but leave me alone for 5 minutes. I have one more card I can play. Yeah, it's me. We know where they're holed up. I need you to get eyes on them and then I'll come in after dark. I'll text you the location, but be careful.
fully affable. Playing both sides? Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Thomas, I'm glad I caught you. Are you sitting down?
Just about to leave. What's up?
You were right. The Russians are back, led by Maxim Sokolov.
Not good news.
Worse, they have Richie.
Colt, you'll need an army here. I'll put my guys on it pronto.
I already have a guy on the inside.
Inside? Something you're not telling me, Colt?
Sorry, my friend. I've had this guy working on the drug situation for months. You said you had a leak on your end, so I couldn't share that info. But I am now. His name is Frank Coloni. He's met with both parties, the Colombians and the Russians. I know where they are. Do you know who your informer is?
I have my suspicions, yeah.
Who is it?
A guy's been missing for roll call the last week. He's taken a convenient leave of absence. Plus, there's cash missing.
Who is it?
Phil Kent. He was partnered up with Richie.
That asshole had better pray the Russians kill him first.
I'm on my way to you. Anything else you need?
Bring every fucking gun you have.
Mr. Alejandro, we finally talk. I think it's time we meet face to face. Come down to where we are tonight. Call our snitch. Get him here too. Your father's coming to get you. But let me tell you this, it won't make a difference. I will kill him, and he won't go quickly. I will gut him slowly so you can watch.
I apologize for all the cloak and dagger bullshit. But we're down to the 11th hour here, and I'm going to share everything I know with you. I've had a guy on the inside for quite a while. He's been on the force undercover for years. I sent him to do some recon, and now I can't seem to get a hold of him. I suspect the worst. We may be jammed up.
No. You have the three of us. They won't know we're coming, right?
Right.
Then for now, we have the advantage.
Let's go tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Vests for sure, and all the weaponry we can muster. I have one more piece of business, and we'll meet here in 2 hours, and I'll lead the way. There's a back road where we can leave the vehicles and walk the rest. Sound good?
Sir.
Remember me?
How could I forget? The last time I saw you, you threatened to blow my head off.
Is that all? You're lucky I didn't follow through with it.
Yeah, well, I wish you would have. I'm stuck in here forever.
Punishment fits the crime.
Fuck you, cop. I haven't seen you in how long, and you just come here to harass me? I have better things to do.
By the looks of it, I doubt it. Yeah, I'd love to break your balls all night if I could, but I have to be somewhere. So I have a deal for you.
A deal?
I want to put your hacker skills to work. Are you up for it?
Does a Volga stink like shit? Yeah, I'm up for it. They won't even let me near a computer here.
That's because you'd open every cell door on the front gate. And while you're at it, empty everyone's bank accounts.
I'm reformed.
Yeah, I bet you are. So here's my deal. I don't want you to reform just yet. I want you to hack into an account for old time's sake.
This is legit.
Totally. I've informed the powers that be that we're going to do it.
Okay. Who do I get to rob?
Maxim Sokolov.
You know what you're doing, right?
You fucking bet I do. Only you don't get to keep his money. Half of it will go to aid kids' villages, a charitable organization for Russian orphans. The other half will go to support the Canadian Vets Foundation. You got that? You do that, and we confirm that the monies have reached the right parties, we'll carve your sentence in half. Time already served, could be out by Christmas.
And then what?
Then you come work for us. Every day. Till we say you're done.
Every day.
Unless you'd rather prefer your present circumstances?
No, I'm in.
Officer.
Sir?
Please give this young man the laptop he needs to do his work.
Inmate. Laptop.
Fuck yeah. Alexi's back.
I think we should stick together. What do you think, Thomas?
I agree. The property has a basic layout. There is really no blind spots. If we show a united front, they'll most likely scatter. We go in, get Richie, get out.
Don't forget Frank. Let's do this.
A dimwit and a Mexican, you're an hour late.
I'm Colombian. What's the emergency?
You got a card game going. What's the buy-in?
I'm going to end 40 years of bullshit. That cop that killed my son is coming here, and I'm going to slit his throat. Also, we have his son, and the cop tied up in the basement, and we're going to kill them too.
What?
I specifically told Victor I don't do that.
We can't kill the kid.
We already have him partially dismembered. The rest of his body is collateral damage. And if you don't do what you're told, you'll be dead too.
Hey, you wanna go out for a smoke?
No, please.
Take it easy, Chico. I'm not here to kill you. I'm gonna cut you loose. Baby, you gotta stay put. Some murder's about to go down. When you hear shots, you don't have enough time to get away. Hold this. But hide. Pretend to be tied up in case someone comes checks on you. Comprende? Comprende? Good luck, motherfuckers.
Thomas, Bert, move around to the back. May as well knock on the front door.
What is it with you in the front door? God, are you fucking crazy?
It's the shortest distance between 2 points. Don't worry, I won't be staying for long. You get around to the side and cover me.
Got it.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. That guy thinks he's a little girl selling cookies door to door. This is going to be easier than I thought. Let's go. Where the hell have you been?
Who cares? I'm back now. What's going on?
Cops. Malinka penis. Go downstairs and finish those cops off.
Pavel, you and I go in that direction. Miguel, cover our asses.
See, let's shoot some gringos, huh?
Stay close.
There's so many fucking trees.
What if I get lost?
Just stay close to me, you stupid prick.
That cop is a fool, but a deadly one. Go into those trees, but don't lose sight of me. If you see him, put him down, but don't kill him. Leave his slow death to me.
Breathe.
Okay. Now I'm unarmed. Isn't it true that Canadian police think before they shoot?
Not in this instance. I've had some experience dealing with fucked up criminals. Get on your knees and put your hands behind your head.
You're weak. I can feel it. You're scared of dying.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, I've no intention of going quietly, suka. Shit!
This is like your old Western movies, Mr. Colt Hanson. Gunfight at the OK Corral. Now I get to put my son to rest.
You got your histories muddled, Sokolov. This is Canada, not Tombstone, Arizona. And I don't care about your eye for an eye worldview. Is my son alive?
He was when I left him, but not for very much longer. I will personally rip his heart out after I'm finished with you.
You sent a lot of shitty people here to do dirty work for you. I'd say that a long prison sentence would normally be the call here, but I think the only way to get balance is to put you down.
I fought in Afghanistan. I was wounded 3 times. Put me down? Does not happen to me.
Well, that's an opinion that's going to cost you. I don't know much, but I know this. You end today!
You gonna be able to do this, Phil?
Shut up, Richie. The Russians are leaving tonight, and I'm going with them.
You think that's their plan? You just get a passport to freedom?
I'll take my chances. Besides, you and I both know your father, he'll kill me for sure.
That's where you're dead wrong. I'm gonna be the one to do that. You guys, let me get their attention. You circle around the back of them.
Miguel! Miguel! Pavel, get behind and go find Miguel.
What? I'm shooting.
Пошел, пошел!
You know, another time, another place I would have loved to party with you. For now, I'll settle for twisting your neck.
Be careful what you wish for.
Too many fucking trees. I think I lost.
That's okay. I found you.
Fuck.
Pavel! Miguel!
No one's coming for the rescue. This will be your last official trip to camp.
I hate this place anyway. All I need is one clear shot.
You're not getting it.
Fight fair, you piece of shit!
Feeling it? I can hear you breathing. Russians.
I'm going to tell you something that very few people know. Dmitri is not my only son. I have another one. A cruel bastard named Vasily, who lives in a shithole in Kazakhstan. Dmitri always tried to please me. But we have a saying in Russia. Drinks little, gets drunk easy. He was always over the top trying to get my affection. But his drunkenness made me sick. Outwardly, for the sake of our name, I have to avenge him. But inwardly, I don't give two shits. Vasily does not want my love. He wants my power. How can you not like that? Now you'll know where lobsters spend their winter.
Your language. I don't understand. Your expressions make no sense. You send over as many sons as you need, and I will stuff as many Atlantic lobsters up their asses as possible.
Goodbye, Mr. Colt Hanson.
Hijo de puta.
I don't know who you are. I thank you.
Miguel Alejandro. I've been wanting to do that for a long time.
Alejandro. I know that name. That's trouble in the circles I move in.
See. I'd make sure this doesn't happen again, comprende?
You mean us crossing paths?
That's exactly what I mean. Are you okay to go back in the house, Chico?
Yeah, I'm getting used to this. Miguel, be good. We don't want to meet again for the wrong reasons.
Whoa, wait. Hey, it's just us.
You guys alright?
Oh, we took care of our end. Is this how you guys always operate?
We're barely roughed up. What have you been dealing with?
Well, I had a wild one. She was just over here. No, she was right here. I swear it.
Take it easy. Take her easy, Frank. You got a few steps.
Richie, my boy, you made it. I knew you would. Thank you, Frank. Looks like they took a piece out of you too.
We did it together. The other guy won't be joining us, unfortunately.
Bill?
Piece of shit deserved it. Maxim?
You said. Piece of shit deserved it.
Still one crazy Russian on the loose. I'll call it in.
Plus multiple EMS. I tell you, it's days like today that help me erase bad memories. What is the status of Mlada Goncharov?
She's officially MIA.
Knowing their connections, she's out of the country by now.
Just remind me never to book a fishing trip on the Caspian Sea.
Yeah, I think we've made enough enemies overseas. Let's just enjoy what we have here.
Voyeur Tetsubit. Colt Hanson.